Thank you so much. My name is Meg Ferrigno, and I'm going to take 10 minutes to talk about something that almost nobody likes talking about, and that's periods. So, yes, thank you. I like to say, when people say it's not really my thing, I don't really do pads, tampons, everybody here came from a missed period. This is an issue that we all should care about. And period waste is also a huge issue that we should all care about. So when we think about it, period waste causes tons of plastic. Many of us, even menstruators, don't know that most of our menstrual products actually contain plastic. Even the organic green wash products out on the market are organic top sheets with plastic underneath, wrapped in plastic, and then packaged in plastic. So when we think about that, we think about 1.8 billion menstruators in the world right now, using about 11,000 pads in their lifetime. That's a ton of plastic waste. And when you think about one box of pads, that's equivalent to about 3 to 5 plastic bags. Even tampons are made out of petrol-based plastic. So when we think about what menstruators are aware of and motivated by, we have to think about education. Most people don't know what's in their products. And so what we're doing at my company, MoonPads, is trying to educate, get the word out that even those companies that are selling organic products might not be the most healthy or eco-friendly products. So I was talking with some people over lunch, and I referred to myself as kind of an environmental extremist. I have a doctorate in sustainability. I go out of my way and out of my comfort zone to choose eco-friendly products. That's because I'm overeducated, and I have privilege. I have a ton of privilege for my socioeconomic class, we're here in San Diego. We have options, right? And so I like to think about what normal people have. And so when we talk about zero waste in menstruation, there are tons of great products out there. I use the cup. A lot of people use reusable pads. Many people aren't interested in those because you have to be very close with your own body, your blood, and also have money to buy those reusable products. Those reusable products are about $50 a pop. So a lot of people are still trying to find their way of how to be healthy and eco-conscious, but on a budget and possibly with very limited knowledge about what's out there. So, like I said, there are different options, but the majority of people are still dealing with the stigma of menstruation as well as limited resources. So MoonPads decided to take a middle way approach with this. We recognized that people weren't ready to wash their blood out of pads or to insert a cup and put that blood somewhere else. So we came up with compostable single-use pads and 100% single ingredient tampons that are just organic cotton, zero plastic. And so this is really an inclusive way of bringing people closer to sustainability, because a lot of what happens when we're talking about zero waste is expecting people to compromise. And while that's a really important place to get with our mindset and our consumer patterns, it's not where most people are at. And I think to get real adoption happening in the sustainability movement, we need to meet the majority of consumers where they're at. And that's not asking for much compromise, because most people aren't willing to do that, unfortunately. So we created a single-use item. It's not really my jam, but that's what I'm selling. So that's our sweet spot, right? We're looking at very, very few consumers are like those of us in the room that might be able to compromise or might have the privilege. And the majority of consumers really want something that's cheap, easy, and convenient, fast. That doesn't really fit with sustainability most of the time. So, like I said, our sweet spot is our middle way to make eco-friendly, single-use products. So I'm coming from a background of working 20 years in Tibet with Tibetan nomads in the nonprofit world. And so I got a good dose of Buddhist philosophy, which is a lot about interdependence and making sure that everything is thought about and inclusive. When I look around the room here, I also recognize that this is not very diverse of an audience, unfortunately. And we need to think about ways in which other movements, such as the feminist movement, missed its mark in many ways, only serving certain people. So please, let's not miss our moment with the sustainability movement and not make this as inclusive and intersectional as possible. And that's why we need to find these products and ways of educating that reach everyone. So being a business, we really try and be responsible by looking at those intersectional ways of communicating about sustainability, as well as bringing people into our business as much as possible. So for us, that looks like for every box of pads or tampons we sell, we actually give a box away to somebody experiencing period poverty. Next, obviously, is planet, and in that, we want to make sure that our products themselves are not harming the environment. And then finally, of course, as a business, in order to be sustainable, we have to look at profits too. And so having that triple bottom line is crucial for having a responsible business and making sure that we're actually listening to the needs of not just our customers, but those who we wish to reach in either our Give One side of our business that works through local nonprofits, making sure that everybody who's receiving free pads actually receives healthy and eco-friendly pads, as well as those paying customers that hopefully pass along our products. So I hope I didn't bore you too much talking about menstruation. I do want to point out that we love partnerships. And so I am local. I am the founder here in San Diego. This weekend, we'll be doing a partnership with Sunshine Market. And we love doing educational workshops as well as, any kind of business partnerships. So thank you for your time.